Hello, Ben. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Megan. She sent your website over to me for analysis, so thank you so much for letting us do that. Now, the first thing I have to tell you is you have a beautiful website. It is clear that you spent some money on it, and it is beautiful. You have a lot of interactivity. It's a good color scheme, and it's just really nice. And the nice thing about a good website like this is that it's inviting, and that's sort of like inviting the visitor to your site. You know, hey, come on into our business. Look how we are. It's very homey. I like that very much. Now, I'm not really here about the aesthetic quality of your website. I'm really here about what's inside of it because your site is underperforming. It is not doing as well as it should in the Jacksonville market, and I can show you exactly the numbers that I see when I do this analysis, and I can also tell you how to fix the problem, because your website is beautiful enough that you should have visitors to it, and you do not have a sufficient amount. Now, I am going to show you all of that. The first thing I do after I look at a site is I have this paid tool. It's called Ahrefs. And it is something that shows me the metrics of your site and how it's been performing over the last couple months. Next thing I do is a regular old Google search. And the reason I do that is because Google is going to be comprised about 96% of your visitors. Most traffic on the internet is found because of a Google search. So it is important to know how Google works. If you don't know how Google works, then you are at a disadvantage, especially since they're so powerful in what it is that you're doing. Now, I'm going to explain how Google works as we go. I'm going to do it in a fashion so that as I talk about the actual search results page, we'll get there. Now, the first thing is, of course, the sponsored ones. These are folks who have paid to be up here. Nothing wrong with that. It's good to be near the top of a Google search, but some people think, why would you need to pay to be in a search that is, you know, from best to worst? That is not what a Google search is at all. And it is not a random event either. None of these things show up just, you know, like one day they're here and the other day they're not. Google has an algorithm that it uses to make the placement of absolutely everything on the website. On their search results. Now, these here are called the map pack, and we call them that, of course, because they're attached to this lovely map, but they have done something that the other folks down here did not do, and that is they filled out a Google Business Profile. Now, a Google Business Profile is like any other profile, except it is for your business. And they're going to ask you things like what year you started, what your actual hours are on a daily basis. It's going to include some Google reviews if you have some already, and they're only going to be positive reviews. Now, it would be definitely in your best interest to have that filled out. It needs to be done thoroughly. Google rewards thoroughness. It might be best to be done by somebody with some experience and expertise, but, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. It's something that you could give a shot to yourself. Now, number two, underneath the map pack, we have what we call the organic search results. And they're organic only in the sense that the Google algorithm doesn't require you to fill out more. Like that, you don't have to fill out a profile to get down here. But what you do have to do is satisfy the Google algorithm. Now, aside from the map pack, the algorithm is looking for essentially two more things. And for the first thing, there's part A and part B. Let me show you part A. I'm going to show you this folks here. They're number one listing here in Jacksonville. And I'm going to show you why they are number one. Now, I'm going to show you their website, and then we're going to do something really fast here. Oh, that's kind of weird. I'm going to go back to your site, and I am going to copy and paste your website into this word counter. There we go. Paste. There we go. You have 879 words. That's a good number of words. Now I'm going to do the same for these folks. Select all, copy, and paste. Sorry to make you sit through that. Now, they have 1,164 words, so just a little under double what you have. And I'll tell you something, Google loves content. Here's why Google loves content. This is part A of what Google algorithm is looking for. They want content because they want their search customers to be educated about whatever it is they are Googling. Now, if that is something for academia or whether it's finding a company, doesn't matter. Google wants it to have 1,500 words. They figure that is the minimum amount necessary to educate their search customers. Don't know where they came up with that number, but that's what it is. Now, so you need to get your word count up, obviously. They do a little bit too, but you have an advantage because they might not know that they have to get their word count up. That would help you zoom to the top of any search result. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is that all words are not equal. This is part 1B. And that is because keywords are what we're talking about. Keywords are words that Google expects you to have on your website. And the reason they do is because they don't want their search customers to show up at a place that doesn't have a sufficient amount of information. Now, these keywords come from a variety of sources, from your community, they come from you and your competitors' websites, and they also come from Google searches and how those match up with those websites. So you have 259 of those, and your Google competitor over here has 10,200. So there is a bit of a learning curve there. But you don't have to necessarily get this many. They might be the result of having multiple locations. I do not know the answer. Let's take a look. I'm going to show you their, now there we go. Gutter cleaning near me, gutter cleaning service, seamless gutters. Now, a lot of these are going to seem like repetitive. Let's see here. And I'm going to show you that there are some differences that the algorithm, oh, see, yeah, they're in Miami. They're all over the place. That's why they have so many of them. Richmond, Virginia, Knoxville. You don't have to do all of those other locations, obviously. So that will put you at an advantage. But a lot of them seem like they're repetitive. Gutters near me, copper gutters near me. And all of these things I want to point out, the algorithm does not speak English. It does not know our language. It does not know that gutter company is related to gutter contractor or company versus companies. The algorithm does not know singular and plural. It just doesn't know anything. It only knows the words that it's looking for. Now, that is basically what the algorithm does. Now we're going to move on to part B. And that is this, the backlinks. You have 1,200 backlinks. I have to tell you, a bunch of them are sort of spammy backlinks because you shouldn't have more than about, I don't know, 300. 300 would be good. The number should only be about double this number. So there's a whole bunch in there that the algorithm is not taking a look at. Now, I'm going to show you what your competitor has. You have 1,200 backlinks. They have 13,500. And again, they have a bunch of spammy ones too. They should not have about much more than about 1,700, which is still more than you have, but you might not need that many depending on what backlinks you have. Now, a backlink, I'm going to tell you, is where your site refers is on a different site, and that site refers back to your site. So, an example would be like Yelp. Now, here are the websites that they are on that refer back to their site. CBS News, I don't know why, but Home Advisor, MapQuest, Angie's List, Expertise.com, so on and so on. You can see. Now, you want your backlinks to be on sites that have a domain rating higher than, say, 70. That would be ideal. And the reason is because these sites here have a lot of links to them. So that makes them more desirable, especially in the eyes of Google. If you have more links to your site, that means that other people have gone there and enjoyed it. So that is why Google wants to send their customers to places that other people have already gone to and enjoyed. So this is what it all comes down to, basically. Here is your keywords and your backlinks, and this meant that you had visitors, traffic last month of 315, which is up 58, so that's a good jump. That means you had about 10 visitors a day to your site. That is wonderful. Here is what your competitor had. 28,600. Now, that is a huge jump. And of course, as we discovered, not all of it is from your region, but they are getting a lion's share of the visitors because of their placement. They're number one here under the map pack. And I'm going to just go down here and see. There you are. You're not that far down. This is a great opportunity for you to get both in the map pack, which it is possible to do, and also here at the top. That would really increase the number of visitors you had a day, and that is money in the bank. There is a economic value to being at the top of a Google search. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope I've been helpful. And if you would rather spend your time putting in gutters in an expert, seamless way, then please give Megan a call. She would be happy to guide you through the next steps. Thank you so much for watching, Ben. Have a great day.